tired. Hey Alexa, could you switch the light off please? I think I'm nearly ready to go to sleep.
Evening post.
Oh, thank you, postman.
Bye.
Bye. A letter to the world from ? I think I will open it up. Oh, I'm so excited. And it does look like a letter from Anisah. Let's give it a read. Hello friends. Hello Anisah. It's me Anisah. I hope you are all having a super duper fun World Book Day. Thank you Anisah. I definitely did. I read all of these books and all of these books over here, and it was an amazing adventure. I've had such a busy day. I woke up really early, had a yummy breakfast, wore my superhero costume for World Book Day, decorated a bookmark, drew a picture of my costume, and even wrote a story for school with a bit of help from Adam. I'm sharing my story with you in this letter. Adam says it's a bit silly and a bit stinky, but it has a very, very important lesson. See if you can work out what the important lesson is. I hope you enjoy it. Lots of love, Anisah and Adam. P.S. Anisah's wrote a little P.S. in the letter. I've got a joke for you. Why did the M&M go to school? Do any of you know the answer to this joke? Why did the M&M go to school? Let's see what the answer is. It wanted to be a smarty. That's actually quite funny, Anisah. Oh, there's another PPS. PPS, please send me your funny jokes. I love laughing at jokes. Okay, Anisah, that sounds like a good idea. And let's see. Oh, wow. We've got a few pages of a story here that's been written by Anisah. And it looks like it's going to be a good story. Would anyone like me to read it out loud? Okay, I'll read it out loud. So, the story is called Imaad's Lethal Fart. Lethal means very dangerous. Imaad loved farting. Most people like to do quiet, secret, piffly farts. But Imaad loved his loud, smelly and trumpety. He farted first thing in the morning. He farted when he ate his school dinners in the canteen. He farted in his sister Salma's face when she was exercising. Oh God. He even farted when he met the Queen on her birthday. Oh, that's a bit shocking. Whenever he went, a smelly smell like rotten cabbage lingered everywhere. Oh, I feel a little bit sick actually by that description, Anisah. Imaad must have just walked past, Postman Pat would say in the morning as he dropped off letters in the neighbourhood. It must have been a really bad fart then if the postman can smell it. Imaad, have you been sitting in my seat? Miss Hope would yell after wet playtime. The school even had to give all the children a special gas mask to wear, and an alarm would go off whenever there had been a particularly bad fart. Can you imagine how smelly Imaad's farts must be if they set the alarm off? Gosh, why has nobody told Imaad to stop farting, you might be wondering, and rightly so. You see, everyone had tried. His mum had tried, his dad had tried, his sister had tried, his brother had tried, his teacher had tried, the butcher, the baker and the candlestick maker had tried. Even the Queen had tried. But that's a story for another day. That sounds interesting. Until they all gave up. Then something extraordinary happened. Ooh. It was the first Friday of Ramadan and Imaad's first ever visit to the mosque with his family. The Ali family all piled into the car, squashed up together like sardines, and drove until they reached the mosque. One street away. They drove one street away from the mosque. The mosque was beautiful, with glittery lights and fluffy carpets and a huge box full of money for charity. Has anyone been to visit the mosque and seen similar things? Fluffy carpets and box full of money and glittery lights, chandelier? Imaad stood in the row with his dad on one side and an old uncle on the other side and tried his very hardest to concentrate. So he was paying attention to the prayer, which is quite good actually. When the Imam started praying, the sound of the prayer was so peaceful that Imaad forgot where he was. And that is where the trouble started. Because suddenly, out of nowhere and into the silence came a, what do you think, guys? A fart. It sounded like somebody in the room just farted. I promise it wasn't me. It must have been the dragon. It was a big, massive, huge fart. The dragon just keeps on farting. I think he's enjoying this story. A fart so loud that the glittery lights began to shake. The windows rattled, the floor quaked, and the smoke alarm in the mosque started beeping. Beep, 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 beep. And everybody in the mosque stopped their prayer. Wow, it must have been a huge, super duper huge fart. Everybody turned their heads and pointed their fingers and looked right at Imaad. Gulp. Then came the grumbles, the groans, the angry whispers, and the sounds of ladies puking into their bags. Oh gosh! For the first time in his life, Imaad just wanted that fart smell to disappear, and quickly. Just as it looked like Imaad was in danger of being led out of the mosque by his ears, a loud shh quietened the noise. The Imam, in his clean white robes and neatly tied turban, standing in front of Imaad with his hand stretched out. Well, that's a bit strange. Gulp. Imaad prepared himself for a telling off. I probably deserve it, he thought. Instead, the Imam let out a loud takbir. Allahu Akbar! Everyone in the mosque looked at each other confused. Was the Imam okay? But the Imam pointed to a pair of black boots behind the box of money for charity. Black boots that belonged to a pair of skinny legs. Skinny legs that belonged to a robber dressed in black and white. A robber who had been knocked out by Imaad's lethal fart just as he was about to steal the mosque charity box. Allahu Akbar! The men all yelled. Imaad's fart knocked out the robber! The children cheered. Hooray for Imaad! The ladies whooped. That's my brother! Salma shouted. In the excitement, as the robber was taken away by the policemen, nobody heard the kind, gentle words between the Imam and Imaad. But from that day onwards, there was a big change. Now, Imaad only farts when he absolutely needs to, and his farts are so quiet and secret and piffly that nobody can hear them, not even a mouse. Of course, the story of Imaad's robber-stopping fart became legendary, and Imaad now has a spot reserved for him behind the Imam whenever he visits the mosque. VIP service then. And every year, on the first Friday of Ramadan, the people in the town come together to celebrate the day of Imaad's lethal fart. The end. I'm actually quite sad that that story's ended. It was a really good story. Thank you, Anisah. I'm not sad. And why is that, Dragon? There were too many important lessons for good Muslims in this story. You're right about that, Dragon. Why don't you discuss the story with people at home and see what important lessons you spotted? I do think it's actually time for bed now, though. Oh, Alexa, switch the light off for me, please. Oh, don't forget to pray your dua before sleeping. Assalamu alaikum.